Let us contemplate based on the teachings of Sri Atmananda Krishnamaya. What I call myself a embodied soul, a jiva. Embodied means I am in this body. I feel as if I am imprisoned in this body. So this concept, if you look closely, there's a flaw in that. I know very well the body changes, the mind changes, intellect changes, but I never change. The I has been same since past, in the past, present, and possibly in the future. There's no change in the I principle as such. And I also deeply know that I am the unchanging principle, I. So my problem is because I am confusing the changing principle, changing body, mind, intellect with the unchanging I. Only this confusion has to be removed. So the embodied soul is called Jiva. Jiva is a combination of body and Atma, the consciousness, the self. The self is not changing, the body changes. So separate out the changing from the unchanging. Okay. Then the body loses value. Atma is like a zero. Zero is zero in mathematics. Zero has no value. But the moment you put zero behind some number, that value increases. The value of the number increases. Like that, the presence of the Atma brings life to body. Also, there is a confusion that I am the body, where I is superimposed on the body, or body is superimposed on the I, superimposed on the I. This superimposition we see normally in our day-to-day life also. If I'm sitting in a boat in the river, and boat is, I'm rowing a boat in the river, suddenly I start seeing the trees are moving. In reality, trees are not moving, the boat is moving. Same thing happens when you sit in a train. Suddenly you feel your train is moving, but reality is other train is moving. There is a superimposition which leads to confusion. So wherever superimposition is there, we have to be very careful. We have to remove the superimposition. The superimposition of the body is leading to the confusion. Confusion that I am the doer, where body is doing, but I is never doer. When the mind is superimposed, there's a feeling that I am suffering, where there is no suffering for the Atma, I. So we have to be very careful to separate out the superimposition. How do you separate out the superimposition? Okay. There is a perceiver and perceived in the world. When I see the world, the body, I am perceiving the world through the body. Body is the perceiver. The world is perceived. Obviously, the perceived is separate from the perceiver. They cannot be same. Seen is different from the seer. They cannot be same at all. While what's happening with senses, the mind is the perceiver, sense organs are the perceived. What's happening in the mind, the intellect knows, intellect is able to take decision, intellect is the perceiver, and sense organs are the perceived. Mind is the perceived. Intellect is the seer, mind is the seeing. If we take one step behind, I know what's happening within the intellect. I is the Atma, the knower. The knower is separate from the intellect. This way you can separate out the seer from the seen. Seen can never be the seer, and seer can never be seen. The problem arises, the confusion arises when the seen is superimposed on the seer. Just like you feel the boat is moving, or the trees are moving, when the boat is really moving. So the confusion has to be avoided. One who separates out this becomes free, feels peaceful in life. Moment this confusion is happening moment to moment. So wherever you say I am suffering, the suffering is to the mind and I is unchanging. So never confuse the seer with the seen, the subject with the object. Object always changes, the subject never changes. I am the subject. Get established in this truth.